Time now for our weekly magazine feature, On Court.
The Jamaica Basketball Association, along with its partners, will be targeting 3 age groups in their next renewal of Shooting Hoops and Not Guns Initiative social program. This was revealed by President of the JBA, Halton Gordon, in an exclusive interview with On Court.
Yeah, that program has, in collaboration with the Ministry of National Security and USAID, has been hugely successful. We are into 13 schools across the island, and that's something that we want to expand. The element I like about the program is that it's not only focused on using basketball to change or modify behavior, but we also expose the kids to a number of other things like animation, robotics, and just behavior change activities. We're looking to expand that program. Luckily, we have a new partner in Mali Foundation, and we're trying to get into, over the next 2 years, we're trying to get into 60 or 70 primary schools across the island. We want to start with some clinics for the PE teachers within those primary schools so that we can upskill them in terms of the basic fundamentals of basketball. And that's something I'm going to ask Mr. Martin to help us with. After that, we want to have clinics with the clusters of primary schools in Ocho Rios, in Manchester, in St. Catherine, in Kingston, possibly Portland. And that's where we are going in terms of expansion. Well, we're really targeting kids who are 10, 11, 12, sometimes a little bit earlier. Because what we find is that when they transition into high schools, some of those kids, if you don't mold them from very early, then the behavior pattern changes, and some of them tend to want to join gangs at 12, 13, 14. So if you reach them at 8, 9, 10, then you can modify and mold and shape behavior so that when they get into high school, their values are already adjusted to what you want.
Gordon added one of the main objectives is to get into at least one primary school in 7 parishes within the next 2 years.
Well, the vast majority of kids that we interface with are committed and interested. They love the game. When they're introduced to the game of basketball, they love the game. But when you ensure that to play the game, there are other elements that you have to be participating, then they realize that they have to make some adjustment. They have to change, and that is what what we are seeing. Most of the kids that we interface with, they are recommended by the guidance counselor. So we know we are hitting the target in terms of some of the kids that we want. Again, we want to really thank the Ministry of National Security and USAID for supporting this program, and we are hell-bent on expanding this program and taking it wider. Well, I take it by schools, really, because what we find, not a lot of primary schools are involved with basketball. So the clinic we want to have with the PE teachers across the island is to sensitize them as to what basketball can do. So we want to hit a target in terms of number of schools. And if we get the number of schools, we are positive we will get the spread of kids that we're looking for. So over the next 2-3 years, we want to hit 60 or 70 primary schools.
And that is where we leave another edition of On Court. Until next week, same time, same place.